Let's go on a time machine, folks, back to the year 2008, 2007. Now, I'm not a huge fan of nostalgia, but I figured let's go back because remember there was a time where we used to pay for our DLCs in Microsoft points? When, when, when DLCs cost $5 on average, $10 for a map pack, $15 at worst if it was a big ass expansion like Red Dead Zombie mode. But ladies and gentlemen, today was that $15? Fuck, I forget. But it was somewhere around there. Ladies and gentlemen, today we gotta pay near half the cost of a game to get some season passes. Maybe an expansion pack now can cost up to $25, but we've reached a point where DLC is that high, and most of the times a DLC has less content than what we used to have with expansion packs. Nowadays, there's some companies that think expansion packs are like three cosmetic items. Okay, well, you might think so, but I remember when expansion packs were like whole new fucking games. But we've reached a point, ladies and gentlemen, where DLC can be sold as fucking DLC. Now, there was a whole argument, I think, last year with the whole DLC for Modern Warfare Remastered, but I guess I can't use that argument technically since that game is now its own standalone title. But this one, oh no, it isn't. So if you've been an avid gamer of The Sims, I know that most of us have been. Let's not fucking beat around the bush. We've all been addicted to this cum stain every once in a while. And lately I've been spurring my addiction to Sims once again. I don't know what it is, but there's something about raising your Sims family that's just so fucking addictive. There's also something about locking some dude inside your house because you hate his fucking shit in Sims and you want to get rid of your NPCs to spawn new NPCs. It's weird. Okay, I have a really fucked up relationship when it comes to The Sims, alright? Let me put that as eloquently as I could. Anyways, this is not the video for that. If you want to hear all about my serial killer strategies for The Sims, you can ask that for a separate video. Trust me, I would be very keen on showing you the fucked up, royally screwed up ways to treat Sims inside the Simverse. It would probably be fucking Red Doland if I had made it. But anyways, the game Sims 4 has DLCs upon DLCs, so much DLC that EA has to actually tell you what is the big DLC, what's the medium DLC, and what's the small DLC. And if I'm laughing, it's purely at the absurdity of the fact that you have to quantify how big your DLC pack is and then price them accordingly. So for those of you who've been looking at how much these DLC packs have been priced, I think it's somewhere around $30 for an expansion pack, $20 for like a mid pack, and then like I think $10 for like a small pack. All right, I think that might be quoting it in Canadian dollars. It might be slightly lower, and actually it wouldn't be slightly lower. Okay, currency differences. But anyways, they have different priced DLC packs with different amount of content in them. So this DLC pack that's in question today is about the Pets DLC pack. Now this Pets DLC pack is one of those expansion priced DLC packs. So basically this game introduces pets or some shit like that. These are features that I swear to God were modded into older Sims games or were a part of older Sims games. Sims 4 is a weird Sims game where I feel like they took out 50% of the content from the game before they released it and then you just released it as these expansion packs later on. When you hear about conspiracy theories in video games like that, I think this is the one that people are always fucking referring to. But moving on, they have this Dog and Cats DLC pack. Well, they also have a DLC pack that adds like little tinier dogs or newer dogs into it or like hamsters or some shit, okay? On top of this DLC. So in order to have the hamster DLC, okay, or the fucking guinea pig DLC or the parakeet DLC, you need to have the pets DLC. So you get what I'm saying, okay? On the website, on Origins, it says you need to have the big DLC. It's required for the small DLC. So now, let's assume you bought the hamster DLC and you went into the fucking game. Well, out of nowhere, the game would tell you, well, you need the cats and dogs DLC. And you wouldn't really fucking know. But right now, guess what? The cats and dogs DLC is on sale. So you better pack up, son, and buy it because now you can get it for a stellar deal. Ladies and gentlemen, we've reached a point where even Train Simulator says, whoa, okay, I wish we had a your DLC roadmap because even though Max's is gone because EA canned the fuck out of them, these motherfuckers are still pumping out DLC pack after DLC pack out for a game that has less stellar reviews than the previous Sims games could. Now, am I here to dog on Sims 4? No, not at all. In fact, I haven't really even played Sims 4. I stopped at Sims 3, so I wouldn't know what happens in the later franchises. But the fact is this DLC road mapping is a little questionable at best, okay? In my knowledge, when you buy an expansion pack or an extendable pack for anything, You should probably have, you should probably just get that regardless of whether you own other expansion packs or not. To my knowledge, previous expansion packs that came out even in the 90s or some shit, as far as I remember, didn't require you to have other previous expansion packs to play the new expansion pack. That's just where my knowledge goes to. And even games that require you to have previous expansion packs to play newer stuff will often bundle the newer expansion shit into the base game anyways. For example, World of Warcraft introduces an expansion pack like every year. At least they're packing the older ones into the fucking core game so you can get the newer one and not have to worry about this confusing farce of a system. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to fucking say this, but I'm a little shocked, but at the same time I'm not, because it's EA. And I expect EA to be doing this shit all the time, but I expected this maybe to kick into some of the bigger titles, you know, like fucking Battlefield or something like that. But then again, I realized why they couldn't. People have scrutinized the shit out of Battlefield and Battlefront now. But Sims is a franchise that somehow gets away with the shit all the time. And I think it's probably due to the fact that a lot of people just don't care about the shit anyways, play the fuck out of that game. They're fine with buying DLC packs, but this kind of a model I don't think can really come over, ladies and gentlemen. I don't. I somewhat foresee if this is succeeding, then it's probably going to take over into our mainline shooters and stuff anyways, at some given point. You think these fucking business heads at EA are thinking, woo, we can charge them double for packs? We can force them? Oh my god, well, this is a great idea. I'm genuinely scared for what the future could really hold. If we're going to start getting packed on our DLC stuff, like, motherfucker, if you're going to make me buy an expansion pack, alright, at least don't require me to buy 7 other expansion packs before it so I could play the one that I really want. That's just a general assumption, okay? Or at least allow me to just fucking insta-refund the object if I don't get the other expansion pack. It just seems like I'm giving you money, but I'm forced to give you another. Why don't you just bundle that shit with the other one to begin with? Why has it gotta be so confusing? Ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think about it. If you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Just like if you dislike it. This is me, Mudahar, and I am out.